A mass shooting is an incident involving multiple victims of gun violence. There is no widely accepted definition of the term mass shooting. The United States' FBI follows the Investigative Assistance for Violent Crimes Act of 2012. Definition for active shooter incidents and mass killings in public places. Based on this, it is generally agreed that a mass shooting is whenever 3 or more people are shot, not including the shooters. Different media outlets and research groups use different definitions for the term mass shooting. For example, crime violence research group Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting as 4 or more shot in a single incident at the same general time and location, not including the shooter, differentiating between mass shooting and mass murder. The United States' Congressional Research Service acknowledges that there is not a broadly accepted definition and defines a public mass shooting as an event where someone selects 4 or more people and shoots them with firearms in an indiscriminate manner, echoing the FBI's definition of the term mass murder, but adding the indiscriminate factor. There are a variety of definitions of mass shooting. The lack of a single definition can lead to alarmism in the news media, with some reports conflating categories of different crimes. An act of mass shooting is typically defined as terrorist when it appears to have been intended to intimidate or to coerce people, although a mass shooting is not, in itself, an act of terrorism. A U.S. Congressional Research Service report explicitly excluded from its definition of public mass shootings those in which the violence is a means to an end. For example, where the gunmen pursue criminal profit or kill in the name of terrorist ideologies. Mass shootings have occurred on the African continent, including the 1927 shooting in South Africa perpetrated by Stephanus Swart, the 2016 Grand Bassam attack in Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and the 1994 Kampala wedding massacre in Kampala, Uganda. Whilst incidents of mass violence resulting from terrorism and ethnic conflict have occurred on the continent, mass shootings, as generally understood, are rare in Africa. Various shootings include both the 1997 Luxor massacre and the 2013 Meet al-Atta shooting in Egypt. On 2 April 2015, armed terrorists stormed a public university in the northeastern part of the country and killed 148 people. Several mass shootings have occurred in Asia, including the 1878 Hyderabad shooting and 1983 Pashupatinath temple shooting in India, the 1938 Suyama massacre in Japan, the 1948 Barbara massacre in Pakistan, the 1993 Chongqing shooting and the 1994 Tiananmen incident in China, as well as the 2001 Nepalese Royal Massacre. One of the earliest documented cases of a mass shooting in world history was the 1878 Hyderabad shooting, in which 6 were killed and a further 4 were injured by a sepoy in the British Indian Army in Hyderabad, Sindh, British Raj. Mass shootings are extremely rare in Korea. The only mass shooting in South Korea was committed by Woo Bum-kon, leaving 56 dead. For many years, it was the deadliest mass shooting in modern history, until the 2011 Norway attacks surpassed it. Japan has as few as 2 gun-related homicides per year. These numbers include all homicides in the country, not just mass shootings. The only mass shooting in Japanese history was the Suyama massacre. There have been many mass shootings in Israel, including the 1972 Lord Airport massacre, which killed 26 and injured 80. The 2002 Bat Mitzvah massacre in Hadra. The 2014 Jerusalem synagogue attack in Jerusalem and the June 2016 Tel Aviv shooting at the popular Sarona Center complex in Tel Aviv. There have been 2 mass shootings by Jews in Israel. Amy Popper was convicted of murdering 7 Palestinian men in a mass shooting carried out in 1990. In 1994, Baruch Goldstein murdered 29 Muslims worshipping and injuring a further 125 in Hebron, also known as the Cave of the Patriarchs massacre. There have been many mass shootings in Europe as well. Recent examples including the 1987 Hungerford massacre, the 1996 Dunblane massacre and the 2010 Cumbria shootings in the United Kingdom. The 1990 Puerto Hurreco massacre in Spain. The 2001 Zug massacre in Switzerland. The 2002 Erfurt School massacre. The 2009 Winnenden school shooting. The 2011 Frankfurt airport shooting. The 2016 Munich shooting. And the 2020 Hanau shootings in Germany. The 2007 Jokal school shooting and the 2008 Kauhajoki school shooting in Finland. The 2010 Bratislava shooting in Slovakia. The 2011 Alphen aan den Rijn shopping mall shooting in the Netherlands. The 2012 Toulouse and Montauban shootings. The January 2015 Ile-de-France attacks and the November 2015 Paris attacks in France. And the 2018 Macerata shooting in Italy. The deadliest mass shooting by a lone individual in modern history occurred in Europe with the 2011 Norway attacks in Norway, in which 77 people died.